They're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. It's a room to maneuver. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson steps away. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. To throw is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore, 87 yards. And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Offense set at the line for this next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go around. 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun. And it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league. And we've got training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1. So the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Jackson on to give to Dobbins. And some room to run now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 30 yards. And the Ravens have regained the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 22, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. The lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent. Just
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Hall again on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
If you were going to choose a franchise back from the 2022 class, most figured it would be Breece Hall out of Iowa State, and he was the first guy off the board to the New York Jets. More than looked the part of a bell cow offensive cornerstone at Iowa State, and by testing numbers, one of the best athletes we've seen enter the league at his position.
Touchdown! Conklin, 31 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully.
And Andrews lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw again on second down. Jackson. He's got Fuller. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Injuries delayed Rashad Bateman's arrival into the Baltimore Ravens lineup in 2021, but he still put up 515 yards in 12 games as a rookie. The Ravens do believe a 1,000-yard season is more than possible from their first rounder in 2022. Here, he gets him a first down. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead grows to 14 to 24-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zerline good with a PAT. Lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 2.
They go play action now. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now it's Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Now they send a man in motion right. Third and goal, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. He'll air this one out from Mims. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Hall want to give up the middle. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. The lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll put Fuller in motion right. They'll go option to the short side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jackson on 1st down.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
37 yards.
And the Ravens are back within a score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball again on 2nd down.
They find some open field here. And now the rookie's free. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Throwing is Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's more on the return.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Just Week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Ball again on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Zerline going with a PAT. Lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jermaine Johnson.
That is one that he will remember. His 1st career sack in his 1st career game in the National Football League. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And 3 touchdowns in 21. after the touchdown. It's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. From the 24, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Jackson now. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Again, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they will take a knee here. Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home.